Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Lucy Sandwich.
And welcome to
The BS on the Internet.
Well, it's been a while.
Another one of those months?
Yeah.
I know.
It's been a while.
We haven't done one of these in a while.
Yes.
And we figured that we would just come on and talk to you
Yeah.
for a little bit and
Yep.
just kind of touch base because this whole month has been bananas for everybody.
Yeah.
And the pandemic is kind of hitting an uptick. And the reason I think why we stopped doing these so regularly is because trailers stopped coming out.
Yeah.
New things really weren't happening. All the news was bad. The election was going on, which was a mess. It's still a mess. And
There's a whole bunch of stuff I didn't want to talk about.
I know.
You know,
and
it's just like
kind of wanted to focus on the games and just play games. There's some really good games out and stuff. I'm having a really good time playing video games and watching
Absolutely.
stuff and all of that. But it's oogly out there, and we just wanted to kind of check on you guys. I know our schools were open. I guess we'll talk about COVID for a minute, since that seems to be
You kind of got it.
I know,
it's kind of like the biggest thing going on in the world right now. Yeah.
We our schools here opened for a week. I think today we're recording this on Friday, the 20th. And they opened this past Monday, and we just got a call today that they're all closing again.
Yep.
On
which we all
30th.
saw happening. Yeah, we all saw happening because the numbers are getting real bad.
I know. I was talking to my mom this morning, I was telling you, and my sister's son, he's in middle school, and she said every time they have a positive case, my sister gets a text. And every day it's 2 positive new cases. This group is closed down. 3 positive cases. This is closed down.
Wow.
And then I know. And then, oh my God, on top of all of this, we have a friend who lives in the area, and her husband's brother hosted a super spreader. And he feels really, really bad. But it's I think their kids.
And a bunch of people started testing positive.
Yeah. Their kid turned 1. And they had a party with, I think, their siblings and their siblings' kids and both sets of parents. So that's a crowd. At least in Jersey, I think the indoor gatherings now are banned over 10 people.
Yeah.
And that was clearly over 10.
Yeah.
But then the next day, they had a drive-by with their friends and then had everybody kind of, you're supposed to beep and wave and everything, happy first birthday or whatever. And then everybody got out of the car. It was a beautiful day. And got out of the car and started talking to each other. And then somebody tested positive. And then it's 30 people, 30, 40 people. All had to go into isolation. Kids got it. And
yeah, a bunch of people started actually
really
testing
bad.
positive. It was this person's not
I
positive,
know.
this person's not positive. So that's all it takes, guys. And that's important to keep in mind coming up with Thanksgiving coming up. If you're in the U.S. Because it's I know everyone's got to see their families, right? Everybody wants to see their families, but this is not the right year for it. It really isn't. We're not doing anything.
We're not here to lecture you about it. We're definitely not. I mean, you all know, but
yeah, it's just. But my opinion, just don't do it.
I know.
Just don't do it. You know.
What do you want to do?
Nothing. We stay at home. We can skip one.
No, I know, but should I cook something? Should I try and cook it?
Well,
I mean, our kiddos are 4 and 1.
Yeah.
And I mean, the 1-year-old's throwing his food and all that kind of messy stuff.
Yeah.
And the 4-year-old will probably pick, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I would be going through a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I don't see it.
So, but part of me feels like I got it. We should do something.
We can do something, but it doesn't have to be a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. It's just this year. It's just not the year for it.
I know.
We can skip one.
I know. It
it's not
weird.
the biggest deal, really.
It's really not. It's really not. I know it's really bothering my parents and yours, I'm sure, because
it is,
they're really into the big, you get the big family around the table type of thing. And we really kind of just bowed out, no, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything. I don't
My
even
parents said the same thing. They're like, yeah, we're not going. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're just we're not going anywhere.
Because I think people on, I don't know about my side, but your side are having big gatherings.
There's a couple big gatherings, on my side, and it was just I'm not going to that. I'm not going to that. I'm sorry. I'm going to wait. I mean, the thing that scares me, I think, the most about it is that people who have been doing everything right, staying at home, wearing their masks, some of them are really still turning up sick. And I know it doesn't completely eliminate your chances. All you can do is go out there and give yourself the best chances to not get it.
I know.
Or not go out there, which is part of that.
I know.
But there's a lot of ways you could get it anyway.
Yeah.
You just got to give it a shot. And the most important thing, honestly, to me, is making sure other people don't get sick.
I know.
Right? Like if you get sick, you know, a lot of people are like, I want to have the freedom to make the choice and do whatever I want to do and let everybody make their own choices.
Yeah.
But that's not really what it is, because then you're making a choice for a lot of other people.
Yeah.
You know, you're deciding for them, and
know.
I don't think that's fair.
No.
So you have to
No,
think about the
it's
fact that it's because so many people are asymptomatic. So everyone's like,
That's
I'm not
scary.
sick, I can go around there. That's not necessarily true.
I know.
If you're not sick, that means you probably had no reason to go get tested, but you can still be carrying it, because a lot of asymptomatic are carrying it. And then they're spreading it. Then they're getting other people sick.
That absolutely blows my mind that
Yeah.
you could have it and not know. Like
Yeah.
that is, like, that's really, really scary.
It's true for pretty much everything, right? But
Yeah.
but it's just most of those things aren't this deadly. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I know. And then, because you know what's starting to happen just like out and about in our community is that people are getting exposed to it. And then, I mean, luckily, backing up a little bit, our community is really good about it.
Yes.
Everybody in our neighbor, like people, we go for walks in the neighborhood, like they have masks on. Walking around the neighborhood, anywhere I go, people have masks on. Everybody's washing their hands. Everybody's socially distancing. I really feel like everybody is behaving here where we live outside of Philly. I don't know how I would feel if I was in an area where there wasn't like a mask mandate. We don't have a mask, or we do have a mask
We
mandate.
do have a mask mandate, yeah.
We've had one since April. So it's really like commonplace right now. Just everybody's
used
got
to
the
it.
masks
Yeah,
on.
it's
and
just whatever.
We're really kind of used to it. Yeah. But still, even with that in place, there's a lot of like, oh, this person isn't available to do this for you because they had an exposure and they had to quarantine.
Yeah.
So they're out for 14 days. So everything is kind of like slowly like it's moving, but there's so many disruptions because
Yes,
there's
yes.
like, because some people will be like, oh, I'm home, I'm fine, I could Zoom with you, I could talk to you or whatever, but you know, I had an exposure, so I have to wait this out at home for 2 weeks, or I got tested, so I have to stay home until my results come back or whatever. And then you are working with somebody who actually got it.
Yeah, well, there's several people at the place I work that have gotten it or have like relatives that got it, but there's somebody on my team that got it and is really sick. So
And his wife is
and the
sick
wife
too,
is really
right?
sick too. So that is,
God.
it just keeps creeping closer and closer and closer to home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It used to be like everybody
is.
knew somebody who knew somebody, right?
Right.
And
Like,
then
do
it
you know
starts to
anybody
become
who
like
had it?
everybody knows somebody.
Yeah.
And then, before you know it, you're sick. Then you had it.
I
and
know.
So I don't know. It's scary. And the other thing to really be concerned about is like, yes, I know the death rates come down because people are a
Gotta
little bit
treat
more
it.
prepared for what
Yeah,
they're doing. They have
yeah.
treatment options. There's some
Know
stuff
what's
getting
going on.
fast tracked. And like there's a lot of promising things happening. Especially with the vaccine, a lot of really promising stuff on the vaccine side of things, which is great because that's that light at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
But even so, it's the hospitals could start to fill up again. And if the hospitals fill up, that death rate's going to go way up. It's going to go right back up
Yeah.
again.
The
That's
middle
scary.
of the country.
You got to stay out of the
is-
hospital.
Yeah. And the middle of the country right now in the States is terrible.
They're in bad shape.
Like, oh my God. If any of you were in the Midwest, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, my
Oof.
heart sinks.
Sounds really scary.
I know.
Sounds really
It's-
scary out there.
It's like part of me, we were just talking about this today, where I can't even, like, we're having a 9/11 here almost every day, or just about a 9/11 almost every day.
We talk about how many people
Are dying.
how many people die per day. Yeah.
Per day.
Yeah, it's about as much as 9/11
It's
every
like
day.
several plane crashes a day, 2 or 3 plane crashes a day. And I was just saying to Maddie today, I was like, I almost can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah,
like
it
the
doesn't
number
seem
is
real
so
sometimes.
high.
It's like-
and you said you think you need to be a ways out from this.
Yes.
maybe like
to really
5-10
recognize
years
what is
down.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. To really be able to pick it apart. We were talking about that earlier where there's so many things happening moment to moment, minute to minute that you have to worry about right now.
Yeah.
That it's really hard to take a step back and look at the big picture here.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to lose that. And I don't feel like I'm really going to be able to see that with any clarity.
I know.
For a long time. We're going to have
Right.
to be past this,
Right.
like a decade past this. Then
Yeah.
we'll look back and be like, oh my God, remember that?
Yeah.
Holy crap, you know?
know.
I mean, and you just hope that we're able to do that.
I know.
You know?
But like in the meantime, I'm not minding being home so much.
Yeah.
And then like we have little kids. So we're home, they're in bed every night at 7:15, 7:30, passed out asleep by 7:15, 7:30. So we come down here and we do this, and then we go upstairs. The Mandalorian's been amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
been
you
cool.
watching The Crown. I got Maddie watching The Crown. Anybody
Yeah,
watching The
Crown's
Crown?
cool.
It's so good. So can we watch The Crown when we're done here, maybe?
Sure.
Can we go upstairs and watch The Crown?
Sure.
What was that face? That didn't look too thrilling. You don't want to see Prince Charles? You don't want to see Diana?
Didn't I
You're
say
not
sure?
excited?
Like, as an affirmative?
You weren't like Yeah.
This is when she says something funny, and I go like, and she goes, "That's it."
What, nothing?
Like I'm supposed to
What,
be.
nothing?
She says nothing. I'm like, I was laughing.
More. I need more.
I was laughing at
emotes.
the joke. My God.
But it's good. So we're watching The Crown. We're watching The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
We haven't watched. What else have we really been watching? We started Kevin Hart's stand-up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what
We have to
else.
finish that.
We should really try and make an effort to catch up on some movies and stuff because we're really, really trying to go to bed earlier
Yes.
because we are not good
Well,
with that.
the kids are getting up earlier now. On a regular basis.
Yeah, like
it's been about 6 a.m. or so.
Yeah.
Like there's a window between like 5:45 and 6:15.
Yeah.
And for like the past week solid,
I know.
it's like been within that window.
I know.
And it's getting tired.
I know. And then we're down here and we start recording it maybe like between 8 and 9 or whatever, and then or streaming, and then it takes us both a while to kind of like calm back down a little bit because it's such like a
We don't get to start
You know?
stop. We don't get to stop moving until
Yeah.
about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
a good night.
yeah.
On a good night, we're finally like relaxing at 11.
On a great night.
So then you're
11,
like,
yeah.
now that we're relaxed, do we want to actually do something recreational for a second, like watch a show or
Yeah.
watch a movie or like
we wind up
go
editing.
through YouTube? Yeah,
we wind
that's the other
up-
thing. We wind up working anyway.
editing. Yeah,
we
that's
put
true.
something to do some work anyway.
We take the laptops out and we work, but we like working anyway.
It's how we work. It's how we function.
Operate, but yeah, that's what we've been up to.
Yeah.
I stress cut my bangs the day after the election. I did, and I did a very bad job.
You
So
didn't.
that's what. Well, you know what? Like I keep trying to.
What are you talking
about? Because I'm trying to hide it.
Well, you're doing a great job.
You know, and I was kind of like going like this. Not cool. Day after
If you can
election,
hide it,
I
doesn't
was
that
like,
mean
"What's
that you
going
did
on?
it
I'm gonna
right,
cut my bangs.
though?"
I can't see Steve Kornacki. So I was cutting, and then I was like, I gotta stop, girlfriend, because homegirl isn't good at it. But we have so many video games to play, and I'm so excited about that. And we finished Night in the Woods last night, which was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah,
Loved Night
that was
in
a
the Woods.
trip and a
I
half.
was thinking about that all day.
Yeah.
Today it was really, really good.
I guess we could say this, right?
What?
We have decided, partly driven by the things happening on Twitch, by the DMCA takedowns happening. We decided we need to get rid of everything. Well, we realized we needed to get rid of everything that is has anything copywritten in it.
Oh yeah.
And for a while, we had alerts that had some copyright, so that every single stream that we did while that was the thing is like in danger of being a strike.
Yes.
And people are getting banned.
Yeah, that's
and like it's like,
scary.
oh my god, so we got to take everything down.
Yeah.
But we'll still be streaming there. But we have decided, and a lot of you asked for this anyway. We are going to be uploading all our streams to YouTube. So we're going to be archiving everything here. So
Yes.
we've done a lot of
I'm
playthroughs
very
over there that if you
excited
haven't been
about
watching
that.
us on Twitch, you may have not seen.
Oh my gosh,
So
it's
like
gonna
we
be
did
so
we did
great.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Which is freaking great. We just finished Night in the Woods.
Yes.
What else?
God of
You've
War,
done some
we did
horror games.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I did
Spider-Man.
Amnesia. Until
Yeah.
Dawn. We've got all of
Yeah,
these.
Lissy
that we
played
did.
Until Dawn, played Amnesia,
So
and Lissy
awesome.
played Outlast. Like,
Oh my god, I played Outlast.
yeah, Lissy played some heavy hitters, and really started working through the hard games. And we did. Did we do? No, we didn't. I can't even remember anymore. But anyway, so we're gonna put that stuff all up. It's I've already transferred all over, but it's gonna take forever to freaking parse through it all. There's a
I
lot
gotta do
more than I
thumbnails.
thought.
I gotta
Yeah,
do thumbnails.
Lisa's got to go churn out 1 million thumbnails.
Oh my God.
And they're going to be on the More BS channel.
Yes!
That's going to be essentially the place where we're going to be uploading all of our archives.
excited about that.
And you know whatever else might happen, but that's where we're going to be storing that. So we'll let you know as soon as that
show.
stuff's ready. We're going to try to get it organized into playlists and have it nice and easy to review. So I hope you guys are excited for that. 'Cause
I'm
kind of
excited for
to
that.
have it
yeah.
archived there.
I'd like
yeah.
to go back and check out some of that.
It'll be
stuff
fun.
Too.
You won't see chat, so that'll be awkward.
Yeah, that might be a little awkward. but you know, it's better than it, all getting taken down.
Yes,
and
it
all,
is.
you
It's
know.
it's better than losing it all.
Yeah.
Right? So there's that. So yeah, we just kind of wanted to say what's up. We're gonna start doing this video again, maybe more sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As trailers come out, as news comes out, everything is really just kind of frozen. But just kind of wanted to check with everybody, make sure everybody was doing okay. Like stress is high, and the holidays are coming, and everybody misses everybody. There's so many people.
This is gonna be a tough season. It's gonna be a real tough season.
It's gonna be a really long winter.
Yes.
It's gonna be really long, and I have pandemic fatigue. I really do. I don't see myself being able to really go back to the before times. I miss restaurants.
Yeah.
I miss going out to eat with you. I miss like going on a date and going to the movies and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we'd go out to like a really cool restaurant in Philly and then just, you know, come home or go to a bar or something, watch a hockey
See
game.
your friends.
See
you know, I mean, like it's been so long.
It sucks. It
I'd
really
love to have
sucks.
practice and like play a show or something someday.
Oh my
you know,
gosh. But whatever we got to do, it's okay. I mean, I would never put my life at risk to go.
No,
and
it's
do
an
any
easy
of that.
decision.
Yeah,
it's an easy decision.
Yeah,
you know,
like I could sit here and be.
It could still suck.
Bummed about it.
Yeah, but it's an easy decision.
Right.
You know?
Right. And you know what? Like I don't like you're easy to be around. I mean, like I married you. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're good. Like we're okay. Like we run things.
And we have this
well.
to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sure keeps us busy.
Yeah,
you know,
it does. Our days are really busy.
Yeah.
We have,
all days kids, then they go to bed and then it's chow, and then we go to sleep.
Yeah,
and then wake up and do it again.
It's going by, quickly for us, but I just,
Yeah.
man. I think you're right. I think like a couple years from now, or once everything kind of settles in a little bit, it'll be like, what did we all just live through? And we'll be telling our grandkids about this. And
at this rate, if all goes well, I feel like end of 2022, we're going to be able to say like, all right, things are kind of starting to settle.
What was that?
Because by that point, they'll have had a lot of time for these vaccines to start to circulate.
Yeah.
Which are turning out to be like 95% effective, which is amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
So it really does feel like a light at the end of the tunnel. Didn't you say you saw some report that said that the immunity might actually last a really long time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which was another big question mark.
For sure.
We didn't know how long it would last. Now, like, signs are good that it's going to last a really long time. So it's wow.
We just need, like, time to go by. Like,
yes.
The more removed we
just
get
gotta chill
from,
and wait.
like, the genesis of it, you know what I mean? The more we're learning and just, like, the innovation around this has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
And, like, there's so much to hope for.
Yeah.
So I'm so optimistic about that. Just in the meantime, like, we just got to wait. We just have to wait.
But it's also amazing to think about what other things might come of this because, like, there's never been a vaccine that works like this before.
Yeah.
And it might make viral vaccines way more effective.
Right.
And there might be many more possibilities from the stuff that we've learned out of this urgency.
Yeah.
You know? So it's amazing what can happen when, like, everybody in the world is like, let's all put our heads together, figure this out.
I know.
And then they actually start figuring it out. It's like, oh my God, we just like solved a lot of problems at once.
I know.
So it's in some ways it's cool to see that happen. You know?
I'm really, really worried about kids and
Yeah.
being out of school and remote learning and all. I'm really, really worried about that. T-Bone, our youngest, is 18 months and is developing like some stranger danger.
Yes.
Where he's home with us
We only recently
all day.
noticed this.
He's super. We really don't take him anywhere. I don't take him anywhere.
No.
I took him to get his hair cut this week, and he screamed the entire time because there's this person there, the stranger there with a mask on, and he's like, "What?" And he's seen me in a mask a couple of times, not much because we really don't. We take him to our parents' houses, and that's it.
Yeah,
and he's completely.
I'm only masking up if I go through like drive-through. Then
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And he's lovely with our parents and all of that kind of stuff. But anybody else, you know. But I mean, we went into lockdown when he was 8 months old, and he's 18 months now. Like, that's a long time. A lot of his life has just been in lockdown.
Yeah.
And where normally I would be getting him in some kind of little like toddler class, some kind of group, some kind of something. And I don't know if now's the time to do that. I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. And it'll be something that I think we'll have to work through as parents where, you know, we'll have to drop him somewhere. You know, or school or whatever, if that's what winds up happening.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everybody else's kid is going to be in the same situation.
It's going to be a lot of kids with separation anxiety. You know?
Yeah, it's going to have separation anxiety because, you know, they're
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you know, and he's like, it sees like somebody else, big hugs. He was hugging you today.
Oh.
Big, tight hug.
Yeah. He saw a stranger.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
kind of like,
he just
really
hugged
clung.
for a while. It was like, oh man. Because
I
other
went
than that,
away
he's like
and came back.
Yeah.
And you were still hugging him. You were still standing there hugging him, swinging.
Yeah. But he warmed up.
Terrible.
I mean, I think he's going to be fine
good.
because he's otherwise really outgoing.
Yeah.
And like really like happy and just wants to interact with everybody. So I think it's just going to be this stage to get through. And fortunately, he's one. So like I think that by the time we had the vaccine really, really pumping, which is what we're waiting for, he's still going to have a couple more years before kindergarten.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be okay. I think toddler. I guess he's not toddler
Tater.
anymore. Tater. Yes.
He's another toddler. Yeah.
Tater. Yes. He's. I think he's. He'll be all right too.
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay.
He might be a little bit of like the hybrid type situation.
Because I think he's actually been
really
getting better
going.
too
yeah.
with it anyway.
Yeah.
So he's just growing up and getting used to stuff. So
For sure.
he's cool. But I feel really
Wow.
bad for people with kids in like middle school.
Oh my God.
That like
I would have not handled
aren't going to
this
pay
well.
attention to school with the
I know.
remote learning thing
I know.
and like
I wouldn't have been able to do this well, I don't think. Knowing my personality and everything, I needed to be there in person.
Yeah.
I think.
I have a
you
hard
know.
time thinking about what I would have preferred.
Yeah.
I really do
I would
because
have had a hard time with this in like if I was like 22, 23 and I wasn't allowed to like go out.
22,
You know
23
what
when like
mean?
I was going out all the time.
Yep.
Shows constantly.
Yep,
Just like
same.
playing like 3 bands and like
Yeah, this
oh,
would've
if I had
sucked.
to stay home and not see anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been
Misery.
tough. I would have just dug my head into video games and
Yeah,
just done that like
same.
crazy.
Probably
I would
same.
play so many video games.
Yeah.
Because I was doing that anyway, right?
Right.
I just was doing that with friends.
Yeah.
So, and I would have had to do it alone.
But we digress.
Yeah, we digress like
We
crazy.
were going
'cause
to end, but we
like
went
15 minutes ago, we were going to stop this video. So, all right, well, this is actually the end of it.
Yes.
We got stuff happening in videos.
Streaming tonight.
Yeah, we're streaming tonight.
Indie horror.
Indie horror game. Lucy's going to play some indie horror.
New scare alerts, by the way, because we
Yes.
took all the copyrighted music stuff.
Yes, we had
down.
to take the copyrighted stuff out, which was fun too. It was a bummer, but
I know.
I get
it.
it.
Was a big bummer.
I get it.
Honestly.
Well, we can't. No more tangents.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
So don't forget to watch us on Twitch.
All right. I have a shaker. Oh.
And if you like this video,
Yes.
please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. And there's also that thing about. And see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.